Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Sunday. We're back to the Havamal, and this week we are looking at verse 11, and we're going to be comparing three different translations. The first translation reads, "A better burden can no man bear on the way his mother wit, and no worse provision can he carry with him than too deep a draught of ale," by Olive Bray. Second translation, "No better burden can a man bear on the road than a store of common sense. No worse journey provision could he carry over the plain than overmuch drinking of ale." Carolyn Larrington. And our third translation, "A better burden may no man bear for wanderings wide than wisdom. Worse food for the journey he brings not afield than an over drinking of ale." And that came from the asatruecommunity.org. This is another ode, this particular verse, to the inherent virtues of common sense, and it indicates just how important this was culturally. The Scandinavian peoples lived in northern climes, very harsh winters, challenging landscapes, and they experienced the difficulties farming, along with other perils of life. Without common sense, a person wasn't going to make it. Now, how much more true this is when a person is traveling. You're on unfamiliar ground, you're surrounded by people you don't know, and stupid mistakes can often be costly mistakes, and they can come with a hefty dose of embarrassment because it could have been completely avoidable if common sense had been exercised, or common sense could have mitigated the consequences. Now, the Olive Bray translation mentioned his mother wit. This gives me the impression that teaching common sense and practical wisdom was something you were supposed to learn from your mother. The duties of motherhood are as important as they are varied, and it includes providing sensible guidance. And in order to do that, you have to be present and aware of what's going on with your children, which means you need to be in a very active role of parenting for that to happen. Now, next, the verse warns us against the dangers of excessive drinking. Now, on the practical level, overindulgence in alcohol lowers inhibitions, and this hampers decision making, as most of us have cause to know, and it impacts our physical capabilities and senses, and it can be a major drain on the wallet. It's always important to have good management for our financial resources, and that's even more important when we travel. It's good to hold a bit back for a rainy day or for unexpected events. If we use our resources for temporary pleasures of the moment, we are creating future difficulties for ourselves. And another danger of too much drink lies in us perhaps speaking rashly and making agreements that we later regret. Maybe we can get out of it by saying, "Oh, I was drunk and I wasn't thinking, and hope you won't hold that against me." But sometimes we could find ourselves in a position in which we have to live up to our word, even if that word was given while we were under the influence. Which points to another interesting possible cultural aspect that I'd like to explore a little bit further if I come across information about how just because your judgment was impaired does not mean that you are not still responsible for what you say and what you do. So that's something for us to bear in mind, especially considering how personal responsibility is such a major theme in almost every form of pagan spirituality. So those are my thoughts on the 11th verse of the Havamal. I would like to hear yours. You can come tell me all about it at Blackbird's Brew on Discord. There is a link to join in the description box below, or you could leave a comment for me here on the channel. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.